And today I wanted to give a quick lesson. I was thinking about the power of consistency. And I was thinking about how, you know, one of the most underrated things that's a key to growth is consistency because it changes everything. Um, and so, what I mean by that is whatever it is that you want to do or whatever it is that you want to be. Um, of course, when you first start out, you don't have all of the understanding, you don't have the skill set, you don't even know what you don't know. And so, simply being consistent in your pursuit of whatever it is that you're after will, over time, uh, allow you to come into the knowledge and even fine tune things or apply the things that you discover along the way. And a lot of times you can go places in your mind where you're thinking about the pain, the time it will take for you to get to a certain place and point. And, that will get in the way of you just actually diving in and just doing whatever it is, putting in the work. So I'll tell you a story. And here's the deal: it's like who you want to become, like your consistency is prophecy to that. You know what I'm saying? You could be well, the story I was going to give you, I was thinking back to when I was in high school. And we would go to practice, band practice early in the morning. And then, of course, lunchtime, I would come back and I would practice. And then after school, I would come back and I would practice. And I would do this every day. And of course, when I went home, I would practice. So I was always practicing because it was a lot that I was interested in learning and discovering through the saxophone. And, people who were around me in high school, they saw that I was practicing all the time. So it was telling of the type of future I would have and career I would have, being that I put in so much time practicing the saxophone. And the thing about even how God created us in his own image and likeness, he put the seed in us, and our whole goal, our motive is to create and plant seeds. Like our words are seeds, our activities and habits are seeds. And so if you think about everything, when you're actually doing something, that's like you're planting a seed, you're watering a seed, you're nurturing it, you're taking care of the ground. And so over time, it's going to grow into a harvest. And so I was thinking about different parables. I always talk about Ecclesiastes 11, 1 through 6, where it talks about in the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not thine hand. It talks about sowing 7 and 8 different things. You got the parable even in Matthew 13, where it talks about the seed that was scattered and then on different grounds. Some was didn't take root, then some took root for a little bit, but then it wasn't deep enough, and then another one was seed fell on ground, it started to grow, but then weeds grew up around it. But then there was a seed that was thrown on a good ground, and then it ended up producing a big harvest. And so the thing about it, when we are exploring things, we're learning, we're growing, we're applying the things that we learn, planting seeds, watering, nurturing what we have. For you to benefit, from inconsistency, you benefit from being consistent. It's like the benefits come from you just showing up. Sometimes we can fake ourselves out and allow issues of the day or emotions and different things kind of to derail us from being consistent. And so we'll build bad habits or habits that are going against the results that we would like to see in ourselves. So consistency is one of those things that, right, regardless of what you're thinking and going through, like if you set a time every day to do something, just show up and do it, because it'll bless you having been consistent from day to day, week to week, month to month. And over time, you will become the result of what the activities that you've done, even if they're bad habits. You got to think about it. We wake up every day. You got good habits and you got bad habits. You got things that you do in between time with your leisure time that might not serve you the best. You could be studying, you could be learning, you could be listening to audiobooks, podcasts, or the Word of God, or whatever it is, something that's going to challenge you and where you are with your current mindset, so that you can receive the mindset that you need to have. So, you can amplify your potential. A lot of times we allow our limitations to speak so loudly that it paralyzes us from moving forward. Whereas every day that you have an opportunity to wake up in the morning, be grateful for a new opportunity to learn and apply, things from day to day, that's an opportunity for growth. You should be excited and thankful for God gracing us with another opportunity to grow and learn and apply the things that we need to, so that we can benefit from them. So that's the thing about consistency. And something too, we were practicing yesterday with my mentors, my mentees, are part of the Sound Musician Mentorship program that I have, that I lead. And one of the things I was showing them, like when you're in a rut, you can always go and learn something from a master, listen to something, and, once you learn it, put it in different keys. So what I did, we did some Hank Mobley. It was on a blues, and we took a chorus of Hank Mobley, and then I learned it on the call we did on our Zoom we do every Tuesday. And then afterwards, I put it in a few different keys. And when I did that, it really just helped me. I felt really good, because now I got some new vocabulary in some different keys. Truck passing by, look like trash, but and it felt good. And when you're consistent, even in that regard, when you're learning something new, and then whatever you learn new, you're putting it in a different key. And when you put it in a different key, it helps you to get more muscle memory, and of lines and territory of different shapes in these different keys, which will help you. Because I was talking about the other day how when we play different songs, the chord changes that we engage with, some of those will expose us in the regard where we're not familiar as we are in a key like B flat or C or F, where a lot of tunes are written in those keys, where it's like when you get to the B, the E's, and I don't know, C sharp or whatever, F sharp, it feels funny. So we're there not that long. But the whole point is, when you're consistent with whatever you're learning and putting in different keys, it helps you. Whereas if you're doing it every day or every week, over time, when you're becoming like a more whole player in your approach to being able to play changes and even being fluent in these other keys. But you got to be consistent. It's not a thing to where you just do it once and then you don't hit it for the rest of the month or months later. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, the principle, you got to get the principles first in place, and then be consistent with those principles. And so it's not about talent. You can be super talented, but no discipline. When you discipline yourself to be consistent, even the people who aren't as talented, they're going to win over the people who are talented with no discipline, because you got to work and you got to use that consistency just to work on you, to allow it to work on you, so that you can become the person that you want to become. And this is something that you can apply spiritually. You can apply to music. You can apply it to your business, to your finances, even the whole idea of compounding interest and putting money away, and every month or every week or whatever, every time you get paid, you know, you putting some aside, you know, that'll work for you. It'll grow into something bigger later. But if you never do it, then you won't benefit from uh, the power of that consistency. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about on today, and this one was really quick. And so if this was a blessing to you, let me know, leave me a comment, and make sure you like the channel, and also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And if you're interested in becoming a part of the Sound Musician Mentorship Program, go to shed.quamonfowler.com, shed.quamonfowler.com, and you can lock arm with us there and be a part of the mentorship program. All right, that's it for now. This was really sweet, quick, sweet and quick. So we'll see you on the next one. Peace.